Maniacs, today we're going to be watching some more slapped ham. These are some creepy photos taken throughout time, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We do a lot of content like this, mostly revolved around the paranormal, horror movies, and things along those lines as I roll up my sleeves and get distracted automatically. I might have ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I might go check that out because it would explain a lot. If you guys want to go even farther for me, support me on Patreon or become a channel member by clicking that join button down below. It's very easy to do. It makes sure that we are going to continue to do this channel for after 2025 because 2025 is my deadline. If I don't hit these goals, then I might not be around after 2025. And if you like hearing my personal opinions about a lot of these things, definitely make sure you become a supporter. It means the world to me. So let's go ahead and dive into the video, and I'll give you guys my thoughts during and after the video. This is an older one.
10 real photos that cannot be explained. Here are a collection of real photos so baffling that they make you question the world we live in. From a giant flying reptile to compelling evidence of time travel. Join us as we investigate 10 real photos that can't be explained. Number 10. The Mystery of the Pteranodon. In 1864, during the American...
I've seen that. I've seen that picture. Of course, a lot of people are speculating it's fake, but damn, if that was legitimate, man, could you imagine?
Civil War, 6 soldiers claimed to have shot down some kind of unknown bird or monster near Vicksburg. The creature in the photo resembles a pteranodon, which is a giant flying reptile that existed during the Cretaceous period throughout what is now modern North America. Number 9.
That was fast. Though, I will say, and I don't mean to pause it, and that little bit of delay when the pausing came up, I apologize about that, but my computer is shit. But going back to that, it almost looked fake, and I kind of almost believe it probably is fake, if I had to be honest with you. There's like a moment in the picture, if you guys noticed, where there's a guy, his foot is on the beak, and it almost doesn't even look like it's actually, like, on its beak. It looks photoshopped. You see the part where I'm looking at, right? Like, right here. It just looks off a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it would be insanely cool if it was legitimate, but I just have a hard time believing it.
Number 9. Old lady in nursing home.
There's a guy back there.
This lady moved into a nursing home in the mid-90s. Her family took this photo. When it was developed, a figure of a man could be seen in the background. On a closer inspection, the old lady claimed it was her husband, who had died 13 years earlier. The family insisted no one else was present when the photo was taken. Number 8, the Cooper family.
Okay, we're going really fast. Let me process what I just saw for a second. I get chicken skin when I see shit like that, man. That was pretty cool, though. I mean, it wasn't scary. It wasn't really all that creepy. It was creepy because, you know, no matter what, I think ghosts or people who are deceased who show themselves in pictures, it's always going to be like an unnatural thing. So it's always going to be a little bit creepy. But there was something oddly wholesome about the photo at the same time.
Photo
Means he's still around,
There's very little info on this photo, and many call it a hoax for obvious reasons, but it's still a damn creepy image. The story goes that the Cooper family from Texas had just moved into the house and was celebrating when the dad of the family took this photo. When the photo was developed, there was a terrifying figure falling from the roof of the house.
No
one knows who or what it is. Many claim it's the spirit of the former owner of the house. Number 7.
It looks like a guy just dangling from the ceiling and dead. Looks like a dead guy dangling from the ceiling. Trying to process what I'm looking at here. A deformed fish? A snake?
The Cadborosaurus. In 1907, 9 fishermen caught what they claimed to be a Cadborosaurus, a giant sea monster. The Cadborosaurus is a famous North American cryptid named after Cadboro Bay in Canada. The massive and elusive sea serpent has been spotted from Alaska all the way down to Southern California. To this day, no scientist has been able to identify the creature in this photo. Number 6.
It looks fake. Like, I don't like to say that for every photo I see that could be resembling of a cryptid or something. It looks legitimately fake. If you go back to the photo, like, I'll even go back to the photo just for a few seconds. Around the fin area specifically, I can just see, like, the darkening, a line and stuff. It kind of looks like it was put together. Maybe it's real. I don't know, but it just looks off to me. Like, there's something very statuistic about it. Like, it looks like it could be made of wood. Do you get what I'm saying? Do I sound crazy right now? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for right now, but I feel like it's fake.
Identify the creature in this photo. Number 6.
Yeah.
The Solway Spaceman. This one has been flying around the internet for a while, but the story is just too good to pass up. In 1964, Jim Templeton took a photo of his daughter while they were picnicking in Bergmarsh overlooking the Solway Firth in Cumbria. When the photo was developed, it sent the media into a frenzy, garnering worldwide attention. There in the picture was a tiny spaceman just above the young girl's head. Templeton claims no one other than his wife was there that day. Kodak verified that the image had not been tampered with and even put out a reward to anyone that could prove otherwise.
Wait, how do we know it's a spaceman? It looks like a person who has their back turned to the girl, and that's like the back of their head. It almost looks like brownish blondish hair, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a spaceman. It's just the shading of the photo, I think. It's just how blurry it is back there. It kind of looks like somebody just looking off that way, though. I don't know. I'm not necessarily going to buy that's a spaceman, though.
But the story only gets stranger. Mr. Templeton claims he was visited by 2 men dressed all in black who were referred to as number 9 and number 11. They insisted that he take them to the site where the photograph was taken. Then, just days later, all the way in Australia, a missile test launch was aborted after the technicians claimed they saw 2 spacemen identical to the one in the photograph out on the firing range. Bizarrely, the aborted missiles were built in RAF Spedadum in Cumbria, just a few miles from where the photograph was taken. Many claim they saw a UFO near the Australian launch site around the time of the incident. Number 5.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Okay, there's a lot more to that story than I thought. To me, it looked like just a guy with blondish, brownish hair. But I guess I'm wrong. I guess there's a possibility that is a spaceman. But that story does kind of creep me out.
5. The Ghost of 3 Men and a Baby. 3 Men and a Baby is a 1987 comedy film starring Ted Danson. In one scene, about an hour into the film, Danson's character is walking across the room. In the background, when the camera pans past the window, a strange figure is standing there. It is said to be the ghost of a young boy who committed suicide in the house many years earlier. Some claim that the figure is actually just a cardboard cutout of Danson's character that featured in a scene that never made the final cut of the film. But what do you think? Does that really look like Ted Danson to you?
I don't know who Ted Danson is. And it doesn't look like it's moving its eyes or head. There's a possibility it could be a cardboard cutout, now that I'm getting a good look at it. But still, nonetheless, kind of creepy. I'm surprised they didn't take it out. That's my thing. Why wouldn't they take it out if they knew they were shooting or filming? I don't know.
Number 4. Man caught traveling through time. This photo was taken on the day South Fork Bridge was reopened in Canada in the early 1940s. It's very clear that one man doesn't belong in this photo or time period. He's got some sassy goggles on, a hooded jumper, and a logo-laden t-shirt. Of all the events in history, why would a time...
Yeah, this guy right here. He is wearing some more modern day stuff, I have to say.
Time traveler visit a bridge reopening in Canada. Speaking of time travel, what's the deal with this? This is footage taken from a Charlie Chaplin film opening in 1928. Everything is normal until a suspicious lady walks by chatting on a mobile phone. Look at that, she's clearly talking. And check this out, it's a woman exiting a DuPont factory in Massachusetts in 1938. Look, she's clearly chatting away on a mobile as well. What is going on? Number 3. Time travel memento.
That is odd. That is a little strange, I have to admit. I did not... Okay. Whether you believe in time travel or not, I almost kind of do believe in it, in a sense. It's just there's so many odd things that are caught, like moments like this, that you just almost can't like legitimately explain without mentioning time travel. Like the only logical explanation.
Left in Chinese tomb.
Crazy.
Sticking with time travelers and their reckless attitude towards the 4th dimension, in 2008, Chinese archaeologists opened a sealed tomb in Shaanxi County that supposedly hadn't been disturbed in over 400 years. What they found in the coffin is baffling.
A watch.
It's a small wristwatch-like object with the time frozen at 10:06. According to sources, the word Swiss was engraved on the back. Is this an elaborate advertising campaign or evidence of a clumsy time traveler? Number 2. The ghost in the back seat. In 1959, Mabel Chinnery was visiting the grave of her late mother.
Yeah.
While at the cemetery, Chinnery took a photo of her husband in the front seat of their car. When the photo was later developed, a mysterious figure could clearly be seen sitting in the back seat.
Yep.
Chinnery claims it's an image of her dead mother. A photographic expert examined the photo and determined that it hadn't been tampered with, nor was it double exposure. Number 1. The ghost of Freddie Jackson. This photo of a World War I RAF squadron was taken in 1919. Yep. If you look at the airmen in the back row 4 pilots in, you can clearly see an extra ghostly face. All the men photographed that day swear it's the face of Freddie Jackson, a pilot who tragically lost his life in a propeller accident just days earlier.
That's crazy.
In fact, Jackson's funeral was held on the morning this photograph was taken.
Wow, on the morning of the photograph being taken, they caught him behind one of the soldiers. I wonder if he had like a deep connection to that guy right there. Maybe they were like really good friends or something along those lines. Yeah, no, I've seen several of these photos. The dinosaur one I saw from the beginning, and this one I have seen. Pretty oddly weird but cool things. Photos are not really... When it comes to photos, I have a really tough time believing every single one of them because it's not hard for a camera to malfunction or something to go wrong. But the fact that every guy says that is the face of somebody who had died, you can't really explain that. I mean, that is odd. That was this episode of Slapped Ham. Really enjoyed it. I do kind of like diving into these, even knowing I do, again, have a hard time kind of buying into every photo that I see. Even older photos can be tampered with by professional photo editors. So it's something I really take with a grain of salt. It kind of like I do paranormal investigations. Like, I really want to believe that a lot of these things are real, but I always have that thought in the back of my mind, like, well, let's think about every possibility. There's a good chance that someone could easily tamper with this, and I always consider that stuff when doing reactions to things like this. So I hope you guys understand. I'm not trying to really shit on everything I see, but I always do try to debunk it if I can, and that's just one of the things I like to do. I'm a big believer in the paranormal. I love cryptids. I love spooky things out there. I love things that we just do not understand in this world. We have a big world we live in, and not everything we can explain. So I love that about living on this planet. But yeah, I always do my best to try to debunk stuff. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Again, become a channel member. Let me hit my deadline before. Let me hit my goal before the deadline is what I meant to say. I think I might have ADHD. I said that in the beginning of this video. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Keep it retro, and please do take care.